What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Back again with another Sixers post-game live stream. The Sixers defeat the San Antonio Spurs by a final score of 132-130 here on this fine Monday evening, just past 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The Sixers now move to 40-27 after winning their first game here inside the bubble at Orlando. We got a lot to talk about. A lot happened in this game. There was some good, there was some bad, and everything else in between. But you know where we got to start it. Shake Milton delivers, hitting a game-winning three-pointer. Inbounds it to Al Horford. They kind of left Shake wide open because they knew we were going right to Joel Embiid down in the post. Horford hits Shake Milton back, hesitates for a second, one dribble, pull up, bang. Game winner, Shake Milton. We're going to evaluate this game, everything that went good and bad. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling after this one? I'll start off by saying the one question that I've been wanting to answer and that I've been asking you guys for how long now, who will be the guy to take the last shot for the Sixers? Who will be the one after Jimmy Butler's departure to step up and hit a game winner? Shake Milton in his first opportunity was able to execute, and that makes me happy. I'm happy the Sixers won a game here. But as we dive into this a little bit more, what I'll say is, you know, I don't think the Sixers really played well tonight. I mean, there were parts of the team, there were certain players who stepped up when they needed to, but overall, against the 9 seed who has 27 wins, is fighting for an 8th seed. I know they're a hard team coached by Greg Popovich. I understand. But there were just some performances tonight that really did not bode well for the Sixers. And honestly, blowing a 14-point lead in the third and fourth quarter and going down with a couple minutes left, the Sixers honestly should not have won this game. I'm not going to let that fly. The Sixers did not play well at all. They gave up 43 points in the fourth quarter. That cannot happen. That cannot happen by any stretch. We'll break down right into this. I thought this was a back and forth game. I thought certain guys on the Sixers stepped up, like Josh Richardson was coming off screens for some reason, was handling the ball a whole heck of a lot more than he ever has. He was rolling off. He hit a couple shots. Joel Embiid, again, with another great game, took a lot of mismatches down low and took advantage of those. Tobias Harris had a quiet 25 points. Joel had 27. Jay Rich contributed 19 points. Al Horford was a plus 17. Now, I still didn't see enough on defense. I thought Al Horford played a lot better. It was crazy. Like, for a while in this game, Joel Embiid was around a minus 10, and Al Horford was like a plus 18. And Al finished as a plus 17. 32 minutes for the backup center, Al Horford, 4 for 7, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple blocks. He played a lot better. But overall, he was in there a lot with Joel Embiid and with Tobias Harris. And I didn't understand that 3-forward lineup so heavy tonight. But overall, Al Horford stepped it up, played a lot better. Shake Milton, the guy I said cannot be taking one shot in a game, stepped up today, took that step back up, helped us believe in him again. 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4 from the outside, 16 points and 5 rebounds, 3 assists, accredited to Shake Milton's name. Joel Embiid, like I said, took advantage of a lot of mismatches down low. Our bench played a bit better, but overall, nothing crazy. Furkan Korkmaz started off slow, but then he hit a few threes, ended up 3 for 6 from behind the arc, contributed 12 points. He was a plus 4. Furkan hit some threes. Alec Burks hit the only shot that he took this game, 1 for 1 from behind the arc. And I will never forget, I do not understand why Alec Burks only played 10 minutes in this game. I just don't understand. We will get to that. Raul Neto is in this game for 11 minutes more than Alec Burks. And he was toasted multiple times again on the defensive side of the ball. And now the guy that we have to get to, I was kind of avoiding it a little bit, but we got to talk about it. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. Oh my gosh. I mean, I predicted this guy to have probably the best stat line of the Sixers, rebound from a terrible performance last game in terms of not being able to find his spots on the court and get to the rack. Ben Simmons played even worse. He had a terrible game. Ben Simmons was disgusting tonight. Like, that cannot happen from Ben Simmons. Didn't look engaged on either side of the ball. Ben Simmons only played 25 minutes because he was in foul trouble. And he just did not play well. Again, he was not a star for the Sixers tonight, and he needs to step up and be that star. Ben Simmons finishes with 8 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists, and goes 4 for 6 from the field. 4 for 6 from the field. You would think that's a decent game for, an average player. This is Ben Simmons. This is one of the stars of the Philadelphia 76ers. I saw multiple attempts once again refusing to shoot the ball. I saw too many occasions in which Ben Simmons drove hard to the rack and was constantly looking for the pass. He was constantly looking for the pass, was not nearly as aggressive as I needed or wanted Ben Simmons to be in this game. He really did not play well, got himself in foul trouble, and he saw his way out. I mean, he really just did not play good. I did not like the way Ben Simmons held himself tonight, but Tobias and Embiid stepped up. Shake Milton stepped up, as I said. Rich hit a few nice threes there, but I mean, he didn't shoot well, but Jay Rich was contributing on both sides of the ball, and Furkan stepped up off the bench. 21 minutes for Furkan Korkmaz. I liked seeing Matisse Thybulle in for 19 minutes. I said he should play 18 or more. Although he finished with a -10, he was not too good on the defensive side of the ball tonight. At least Matisse got his feet under him and got a chance. The Sixers rolled with 10 tonight. They were able to get it done. Like I said, down the stretch, the Sixers were starting to pull away in the third quarter, went up to 14 in terms of points ahead of the Spurs, and they blew it. It really came down, and it should not have been like that. But luckily, Shake Milton steps up and hits the big boy shot that I've been wondering who is going to take the big one for this team. And it was Shake Milton. Although it wasn't highly contested, Shake Milton went ahead and hit that shot. But those are just my instant reactions. We'll get into a lot more in terms of the game. Let's see what you guys are feeling. Let's see how you guys are feeling up in the chat, man. Oscar Lou, what's going on? Tez experience. Simmons was kind of trash. Shake came in clutch, but the game shouldn't have been close. Imagine shooting after the shot clock. Richardson did well. Yeah, Jay Rich stepped up in this one. Well done. That's what we want out of a point guard. Yep, I agree. DeJounte Murray was stupid to leave Shake wide open. I don't understand why Shake Milton was left wide open on that. I really did not like the fact that we had 3 forwards in on that last inbounds play. I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. Brett needs to draw something up. I did not like seeing Al Horford, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris in there unless they were going to set something up in terms of a double screen at the top or something. But luckily, Shake was inbounding, and they just left him wide open, so he took advantage. So I liked it. Embiid, Harris, Rich, and Shake were hooping. Yes, they were. Why does Brett keep playing Neto? He literally turns the ball over and breaks his own ankles while dribbling. Neto got posterized in this game. Neto airballed, and he had a couple nice buckets. But overall, I don't understand Neto getting major minutes in the fourth quarter when you have Alec Burks. Alec Burks had 1 shot this game, and it was from behind the arc, and it looked smooth. It looked clean. And that's really all. That's the only shot he took the whole game. I mean, I just don't get it, man. Rye Deuces, what a win. Yeah, I mean, for what it was against the 9th seed, I liked the fact that we were able to win a close game. But it really shouldn't have been that close, man. Let's see. If Ben keeps playing trash, Tobias should be the new star player. Tobias stepped up again. Like I said, 25.6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. I felt kind of that it was a quiet 25 again. They weren't big shots, but Tobias was getting to his spots on the floor, especially with Al Horford playing a lot better. There was a lot more space for Tobias Harris, so I like that. And shout out to all 72 people up in here. Hit the like button if you're just coming in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Sixers post-game live. Appreciate everyone that is up in here. 11:30 on the East Coast. Shake, shake, shake. Should have been a blowout by the refs. The refs were absolutely garbage in this game. I mean, I'm seeing guys literally not being touched and fouls being called on the Sixers. Terrible charge calls. The refs never change. They just suck. Refs was on the Spurs side. Mama call him Shake. I'm going to call him Shake. Mama, there goes that man. Good way to put it. Sean McQuestion. There we go. Yo, my video's not working. My video just on a picture. Yeah, that's the way I think it was just the intro one. Let's see. Is the stream happening tomorrow? Nah, we're in here, man. We're in here. Yo, honestly, we can trade Simmons. I don't care. We got Shake. And there's people that will come out after these 2 games and say Ben Simmons has got to go. I'm telling you, I am Ben's biggest supporter, but you cannot play like that. I'm telling you guys, the fact that Ben Simmons will not shoot the ball, that is what is holding this team back. That is what is holding Ben Simmons' career back. He won't even shoot from mid-range. He won't even float one up. I don't get it. I don't get it. Give me 1 second, fellas. Let me know your guys' biggest takeaway from this game in the chat. And I'm going to get to all these comments. I'm going to try to hit them all, I promise. Give me 1 second. I'm just putting this out on Twitter so people know that we're live with your boy. But yeah, we're back up in here. We're back up in here. If someone's watching the Phillies, by the way, keep me updated if they're still on. Bye, Sheer Randall. What's going on? 76 people up in the chat, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's talk some Sixers post-game. Brett got lucky. Yeah, I mean, he got bailed out. I honestly, guys, I will never root for my team to lose. But with the way we were playing down the stretch, I was just like, if we lose this, it is not going to look good by any means possible. Like, it's really not going to look good at all. Shake bailed Brett Brown out, man. Shake bailed him out. Shake Milton. There we go. Everyone giving the Shake Milton hype up in the chat. Brand burner. I don't care that we won. Blowing leads have got to stop. Yeah, I don't get why every game has to be a heart attack, like a down to the last possession. Why can't we just win a game by 13 points? You know what I mean? Like, this game was perfectly. I mean, the Spurs. We'll get to this defensive scheme. I mean, all night DeRozan cooking us from mid-range, off the screens. We're still letting them shoot. I mean, they did make some contested shots. I will say we played a bit better on defense, but not nearly as tight as we need to be. DeRozan was cooking all day from mid-range. He finished with 30 points. I mean, sheesh. You got to put someone on that man. And when we started to, them guys from behind the three-point line were just going off. Rudy Gay had 24 off the bench, was 9 for 15 from the field. That's crazy, man. I feel like he was getting to his spots. There wasn't a lot of pressure, man. Let's see. Jakob didn't foul Embiid. He was baby food for Embiid. They were just, I knew it, guys. Every coach is going to swarm the heck out of Joel Embiid. It's just going to keep happening. Brett's job survives another day. You got lucky. I was just watching Philly Mike's stream. I got Let's Go Birds HD, formerly known as Arby's burner account. DeJounte was like, nah, he ain't that clutch. Shake earned his nickname Ice Shake. I like it. Terrible game from Chris DeMayo. Woke up, half my platoon screaming over this game. Might have extra duty tomorrow, but I'm lit. Good night, y'all. This game was horrible. So I'm seeing a lot of mixed reactions up here in the chat, man. We're going to try to hit all these comments, but yeah, it was really just back and forth. And I don't know. The game should not be this close. Like, yeah, I'm happy about a win, but at the same time, can I really be happy that we blew a lead like that to the 9th seed, 29 win Spurs? Is this where our expectation level is, that the Sixers are just a 6 seed and really that is what we should expect? Or should we believe that we are a team with much more talent and we should be winning these games handily, especially when we have leads going into the fourth quarter, you know? Let's see. Brett Brown's fault, not the Sixers. Neto and Korkmaz and Simmons were bad. Yeah, Korkmaz started off terrible again. I'm like, sheesh, this guy that we're expecting to play valuable minutes. But then Furkan started to heat up from the corner. Now, I will say some of our shots were wide open. And there were a lot of shots wide open that the Sixers missed. And that cannot happen in a playoff game. Like, I'm seeing Joel Embiid fighting for multiple rebounds. Joel, how many rebounds did he finish with? Joel finished with 9 rebounds. I thought it was more, but I saw him fighting for rebounds and tipping it out, and really our guys were just missing. So that cannot happen. Sixers did finish, though, 45% from behind the arc, 53% overall. It was like 60-something to 60-something at halftime. There was just like no defense in the first half, man. Philly Fresh, what's going on? Why keep forcing the ball to Embiid when Harris is rolling? Yeah, Tobias Harris, I did like the way Tobias approached this game. A lot of off-ball cuts. He was moving around. I enjoyed seeing that from Tobias. But late in the game, with the possessions that really count with the game on the line, I just saw bad draw-ups. I mean, Joel Embiid in the post not knowing what to do. Guys are just sitting still and waiting for Tobias to jack one up and miss. I mean, I don't know. I really thought we were going to lose this game by the way the complexion of the game was going, man. No one could guard Embiid. Nobody, man. We should have played a little better. The Spurs aren't that good anymore. Like, we got to get the job done better. Can't blow games. It just goes to show. Greg Popovich, I mean, this guy was yelling during timeouts when his team was winning. You know what I mean? Greg Popovich, it just shows how great of a coach he is, that he can play with guys like Derek White and Lonnie Walker and Jakob Poeltl. And they almost beat the Sixers, 38 Sniper, you almost lost to a Spurs team that was so bad in the regular season with the fans. Yeah, but what about that home field advantage everyone was talking about, That didn't make too much of a difference. Let's see. Drew says, we are like the Browns, underachievers with the coaching. Yep. A big case of lemon booty and wooden legs from standing so much. There you go, man. There you go. I'm salty. Joel shot after the buzzer. I mean, it is very close. That you're talking about the one with a few minutes left, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to go either way with that. The refs were absolutely garbage in this one. Earlier today, I'm watching Kyle Lowry get slapped on the wrist. They go and look at it for a flagrant foul. Shake Milton gets elbowed trying to block a shot, and they look at Joel Embiid for a hostile act. Are you kidding me? Are we serious here? A hostile act. He didn't even do anything. It was just crazy, man. Let's see. Kuran says, if you still support Ben Simmons after this game, you are a joke. I mean, I'm going to still support him. He's my guy. But overall, I thought he would bounce back. You cannot play like that if you're Ben Simmons. It's just bad. It's just bad. People were too hard on Shake. He had one bad game. Yeah. I mean, some people were calling for his job. Go back to the G League. You can't do that with Shake Milton after one game. I liked how he stepped up. I liked how he was more aggressive. I liked how him and Joel Embiid seem to be okay. He goes and gets knocked down. Joel Embiid comes and helps him up, and they were setting a lot more screens. Shake Milton, Alec Burks, Tobias Harris. Again, Al Horford played very well, or at least a lot better. I don't think he played as great, on the defensive side of the ball. He played better, but not as great as where he needs to be for the role he needs to play on this team. But Al Horford definitely stepped it up tonight, being a plus 17. He sucks at power forward and he can't shoot a 3. He should go play rugby. Look, Ben Simmons, I'm telling you guys, I haven't seen that play draw up where he rolls off of a screen to the corner and catches and shoots a 3. It just doesn't get drawn up anymore. But even when Ben, I saw multiple times in which he drives and he has a bucket and he passes up. What is going on in Ben Simmons' head, man? What is going on? Like, even times when he has 5 feet of space, they're letting him shoot and he won't. I don't get it, man. I don't. Simmons literally does nothing all game but stand around the paint passing. And when he gets in that kind of mindset, you cannot keep him in the game. He actually hurts. This is what happens when Kendall isn't allowed in the bubble. She was Ben's daily motivation. DJ Eastwood, run it back. What's going on? I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know what's going on. Brett Brown, I mean, he was okay in the first half. Actually got a T for screaming for once, even though it wasn't a foul. I liked Brett finally getting up out of his comfort zone and turning a little bit red. But in the third and fourth, I mean, this guy's just sitting there like looking lost and really let the Spurs come all the way back. Man, I don't know. Spotlight Sports Network, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. We're like the Browns, underachievers with bad coaching. Guys, 95 people up in here. Hit the like button. Let's get that all the way up to 76 likes. Subscribe if you're new, man. Appreciate everyone up in here talking some Sixers. Ben Glasspool, what's going on, bro? Dropping back on PNR defense is going to be a huge problem when we play the Blazers and Rockets. Won the game, but pissed off at the defensive performance. I absolutely agree. And guys, DeMar DeRozan, his bread and butter. He lived all day from mid-range. He was cooking. He was absolutely cooking. And some of these other guards as well, just hitting tough shots. But the Sixers are giving too much space, man. RW says Shake clutch. I see a lot of people hopping back here on the Shake train, man. It's just Philly fans, I guess, going back and forth. Let Josh handle the ball in the fourth and run a lot more pick and rolls for him. Still does not change the fact that Brett needs to go. I agree. This game was needed. Looks like a big change in the Sixers play going forth. I hope so. I mean, even on the offensive side of the ball, we scored 132 points. Now, whether that's all the Sixers or a lot of bad defense by the Spurs, I mean, I think it's a combination of both. But overall, I mean, there were still a lot of missed shots that I seen that were open by the Sixers. But some guys like Tobias definitely stepped up. Joe and Horford actually played well together when Shake was point guard. They actually played well, but as soon as Joel went off, again, another thing I don't understand, Joel Embiid going off 6 minutes into the game and Furkan coming on right away. I don't get that. I really do not understand that. I mean, Al Horford played, I think he played the most minutes on the team tonight. Or second most behind Jay Rich, but he played more than Embiid. He played more than Simmons, Harris, because he was doing well, so he stayed on the floor. But yeah, I look, I saw multiple occasions with that lineup. I understand if you're trying to get a stop, at least Brett put Matisse in for that final defensive possession where we needed a stop. I was happy about that. I didn't think he was going to do that, but overall, I don't understand playing that lineup for excess minutes per game. I just don't understand it. There's no space in the paint, especially when you got another forward in. It's just not going to work. Raul Neto shouldn't be getting more than 10 minutes. No way. No way. Raul Neto literally airballed a jumper and Brett Brown kept him in. Yeah, and he got posterized. We're going to talk about how Raul Neto tried to jump on a fast break dunk as if he was going to block that guy. Like, really, Raul? The dude's way too small, all right? He's undersized. Can't do much for your team. Doesn't bring much value. I don't understand why why he's playing so many minutes. I love how our players get hurt, but it's a foul on us. Yeah, it's whatever I said earlier, like it's a hostile act. Like, really? Are you drunk to let Ben go? Yeah, I'm not letting Ben go, but I need someone to get up in his face. You know, Joel and Shake, last game, they got up in each other's faces, but look, both of them stepped up and played well today. Someone's got to get in Ben's face. Hey, you got to step it up, man. Even at halftime, no aggression. Like, you got to step it up, man. It's our shame. It's a shame that all our starters can't have good games. Someone has to take a hit. And I really think that's an overarching point in this one. Like I said, guys, just no identity to this team. Remember what I said in the pregame? One guy's going to step up, another guy's going to fall, and there's just no consistency among this team. It's really, we got to go game by game, man. Trade Ben and put 4 shooters around him, and he's an MVP candidate. Interesting. Shake is our future point guard. Tobias is proving he's worth the max. Way too close against a ninth seed. Brett looked nervous too. Yeah, he looked very nervous. He looked like, I mean, look, man, Brett, the pressure situations, right? Shake bailed him out, like we know. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's got to be much better. It's got to be much better. Shout out to my guy Philly Mike on a Philly Talk podcast. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Says not pretty, but after getting yelled at, he stays strong. Yeah, so Shake Milton, yeah, not the prettiest win, but overall, I'm happy that we won, but it should not have been that close. We cannot blow leads like that. It just cannot happen going forward. And if we're playing one of these better teams, if we're playing Miami, Toronto, Boston, Milwaukee, those teams are going to take full advantage of the Philadelphia 76ers in a game like this. It just cannot happen going forward, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Shout out to him. Let's see. I honestly think we didn't use Alec Burks enough. Hopefully those change in the playoffs. No, it's not going to change. And this is why I'm getting wary, guys. I told you, as we get down to the end of these 8 games, like I thought by now we would have our playoff rotation finalized. If Glenn Robinson III comes back and he starts playing and guys like Neto don't see the floor, okay. And I understand Ben was in foul trouble, but I don't understand Neto playing all these minutes, especially crucial ones, over Alec Burks. Alec Burks can come off the pick and roll. He can knock down a corner 3. I just don't know. I don't get it. Simmons needs to get to shooting threes. The depth perception's easier to deal with due to smaller gyms. I don't know why he's doing it or why he's not doing it. It will literally change the scope of this Sixers team. It will make us a contender. Look at the first scrimmage, the way he shot with Joel Embiid down in the paint. It makes a difference, man. Someone's got to get it out of him. Someone has to. But I will be highly disappointed if Ben continues to go through his career and waste the potential of being one of the top players in the game, man. Come on. What's up, man? Do you think the Sixers will be a different animal in the playoffs? I hope so. I mean, I feel like the way that you practice, the way that you play these games is the way we're going to show up in the playoffs. And right now I'm kind of seeing the same old thing. So Ethan Wenger says, RB, we won the game. That is all that should matter. I'm sorry, I got to disagree with you, my guy. It's also how you win the game. I mean, yes, it was a good win. Shake stepped up and hit a good shot, but overall, there are things that you have to evaluate that just were not good. I mean, remember, we're playing the 29-win Spurs. And it came down to the wire. Came down to a big shot by Shake Milton. Neto and Furkan for Shamit. Fire Brett Brown, bro. Come on. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a way that he can stay after this. They should play better in the playoffs. The score does matter. Yes, it does. And it how we won this game matters. I'm telling you, man. Shake Milton is my dad. Bro, don't delete his comment. Not cool. Yeah, come on. Don't abuse the wrench, man. Don't abuse the wrench or I'm going to have to take him away. As long as people are not being disrespectful, everyone's got their own opinion, man. Lil Smokey, without Jimmy, 76ers, bro, chill. I miss Jimmy, man. I miss Jimmy, but Shake stepped up and was able to take that last shot. So there we go. Kevin says, will we get that 4th seed? That is the real question. Looking at the standings, I know Miami lost and Boston won yesterday. I'm not sure how many games we are behind, but I really feel like we're going to end up in the 5th or 6th seed, to be honest. And I think we're going to play Miami or Boston in the first round. And based off what I've seen from those teams, like they can heat up and they play good defense. So I don't know, man. Do we want to play Celtics or Heat? I say Celtics. I also agree with that. I'll say Celtics. Lil Smokey, Miami Heat team is too deep. They can be beat, though, if they're off shooting. Going over the screen isn't always the best decision. If they pick and choose when to force a drive and force a distance shot, the defense can be fired. Yes, but they never go over the screen. I saw one guy go over the screen, and that was in the 4th quarter. That was Josh Richardson, and it resulted in a missed bucket. It did. But these guys just sit back and allow guys like DeRozan, who are just insane from mid-range, and they just continue to let him knock down, man. So, I don't know. Ben has got many opportunities to shoot the 3 and fails miserably. Yes, he does. Ryan Rowe, what's going on, man? It depends on if Ben on Ben if this team can go the distance if he shoots more. I agree. This whole thing is hinging on Ben Simmons. And with the way he's playing tonight, it's not good. He's trying to keep it in people's mind that he won't shoot. So when the playoffs come around, he's going to start. I mean, I hope, man. I hope. I just don't get why he comes out and shoots one and then he won't do it again. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand. Let's see. I realized the game was a close call, but can we accept the win no matter the score? The score doesn't matter at the end of the day. I disagree, man. The score matters. How we allowed them to come back in this game absolutely matters. Because even though we're playing the Wizards next and some of these other bum teams, when we get down to the Raptors and the Rockets, it's not going to be like that. James Harden will take advantage of that. Nick Nurse will take advantage of the Sixers, man. 93 people and not even 30 likes. Smash a like. Hey, hit the like if you're up in here, man. Subscribe if you're new. Here we go. Ben wasn't in the right mindset. No, he wasn't. It's like when he's not in that right mindset, he phases out. He just phases out, and it's hard to get him back in there. The Spurs think the Sixers may have a first-round exit on their hands. I hope not, man. I really hope not. But if it does happen, Brett's absolutely gone. Brett's absolutely out of here. Corey Dennis, what's going on, bro? YRB, how you doing? Just made it to the stream. How are you doing, man? What's your thoughts on tonight's game? Just stop talking about Ben like a shooting and maybe he would shoot. I mean, you can't just say stop shooting or stop talking about it. Like, it is literally hinging everything hinges on Ben Simmons shooting the ball. I'm telling you, the Sixers' success, because in the playoffs, you guys remember the Raptors series last year and how he was taken out of certain games, and those games we just got wiped the floor with the Sixers. Like, if coaches, smart coaches like Brad Stevens, like Nick Nurse, who I know can do that to Ben Simmons, if they take him out of the game, well, it's not going to look good for the Sixers. We have less shooting than we did last year, Crazy. Murph the Kenzo, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Dwayne Lee, the type of confidence Shake had to take that shot was crazy. I liked it, man. He hesitated a little bit, and I saw guys hesitating tonight for the Sixers, but I liked how Shake. I don't think that was the play drawn up. Honestly, I don't know what was drawn up. Whether they were going to try a double screen with Horford and Embiid or something, or to just get it into Joe, they double-teamed Joe, and for Shake to step up and say, you know what? I'm going to let it fly, man. That showed me a lot from Shake Milton. I'll agree with that. At the end of the third, you got 2 points that shouldn't have counted. Y'all beat a Spurs team without 4 plays. Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here. You salty. That's your loss. Weeble investor. Come on now. Come on. Got the dislike already. This just in from ESPN. Deportes is RB living in someone's head rent-free. That and more on the hour. It's probably this dude right here. Living in his head. Real estate, baby. Come on. J. Rick Reed, what's up, man? Appreciate you being up in here. Nitro Freak. Neto is a backup. People expect too much from their 2 second and third tier players when they won't criticize Ben Simmons. Weird. I'm criticizing Ben Simmons. He's my guy, but at the end of the day, I'm going to hold my guy accountable. Ben Simmons has to play much, much better. And even though everything is not in his favor in terms of the system, Ben's got to play much better, man. He's got to be more aggressive. And Neto should not touch the floor. He should not touch the floor, man. Eric R, what's going on? Ben played the 4. Yeah, he did. But again, he still has the ball in his hands a lot more than I think he should. I think Shake should be dominating the ball handling duties. But I don't know. They got to figure out this identity of this team, man. I just don't like it. What's wrong with the defense? They can't stop a pick and roll for anything. They can't stop a pick and roll. They let guys go right in. I'm tired of teams being able to out-rebound the Sixers. I mean, yeah, the Spurs finished with 44 rebounds in this game. The Sixers had 35. The Spurs out-rebounded us. Their biggest man was Jakob Poeltl, and they out-rebounded the Sixers. They had more offensive rebounds. They had more defensive rebounds. It just cannot happen, man. It really cannot happen. Shake with the huge 3, but let's credit Embiid, Tobias, and Matisse protecting the rim and not fouling. Fouls are usually called down there. I'll agree with that. Big stop by the Sixers there, and I enjoyed that. I'm glad that Matisse was in the game for that. You don't have to trade Ben or Embiid to have a dynasty. I agree. Absolutely agree. Brett can be a good friend, but we need someone that could run the military like Pop. Team respects him. Brett is a friend, not a coach. Yeah, you can see that respect that those Spurs guys have for Greg Popovich. This team needs a blowout win to gain confidence. They do. And sadly, it's just like, I don't know. It's like we can never win a game convincingly. It's always down to the last shot or a buzzer beater. And I just don't like that, man. Ben has a few stinkers, but don't go nuts with the trade talk. Yeah, there will be those people that come in every game. They sway back and forth. Last game it was Shake. Now it's Ben. I don't do that. I look at it from an overall perspective. But man, overall, the Ben Simmons just has to step up, man. He just has to step up. They got to get it out of him. That lackadaisical kind of attitude when he's not involved. Like, do things to get yourself incorporated. I saw Joel Embiid diving for loose balls. I saw Shake Milton trying to take charges. Do something. Get yourself involved, man. Ethan says, RB, giving up a lead sucks, but at the end of the day, when you gain it back and win the game, that's all that matters. I mean, I don't know. I just can't agree with that. I mean, I'm happy we won, but overall, we still have to look at this game at what actually happened, Like, a win's a win, but you're right. But, man, it was close. Much closer than it needed to be. Shed Horford's contract for anything at this point. Maybe we'll have cap space to sign a good free agent. Yeah. I'm getting rid of him. Why is Korkmaz first off the bench? Who knows? Him and Joel come in at him and Horford come in at the 6-minute mark. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Thibault didn't come into 4 minutes left in the first. Alec Burks didn't even come into the second quarter. I don't get it, man. Neto should have been cut over Trey. Absolutely. Shouldn't abuse Joel and Horford, but every now and then it can throw teams off, especially starting the second half. I agree with that. Let's see. It's Brand's job to cut these bums that Brett gets too attached for guys who can score. I agree with that, but guys like Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson III were major acquisitions that, that we went out and got. These guys were shooting near 40%, and Alec Burks is playing 10 minutes a night. Robinson's hurt. I don't know, man. Let's see. Hey, RB, what's up, chat? What's going on, man? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Someone deleted mine. Also, you guys got to chill. Hey, I really don't want to have to take away the wrench, man. I don't want to have to do that. But come on. Matthew says, Brett Brown is not the only problem with this organization. Josh Harris is a crappy owner. Our franchise is not moving forward unless he sells the team to someone who actually knows ball. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I hate Josh Harris. I hate him, man. Smash the like button. Certainly. If we face the Bucks second round, we should be able to win. No? I mean, it really depends how we're playing. Depends on the rotations and how Ben Simmons is playing. Because I know Joel is going to show up. Like I said, guys, Joel Embiid will take this team as far as we need to go. That's really how I'm feeling at this point. He's so dominant down low. And with that lack of shooting, if Ben Simmons is taken out of the game, it's hard to win these games, man. Can you tell the people in the chat to sub up my channel? Go ahead, sub it up, guys. Sub it up. Would you rather face the Bucks or the Raptors in the second round? Bucks. I saw the Raptors play today. They just suffocate. They absolutely suffocate teams. RB, it does matter how we win, but I'm just happy we won. But you're right, though. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy that we won a game. I feel it's good to get a win under our belt. But overall, I mean, we can't deny the good and the bad. Like, you have to tell it how it is. We blew a 14-point lead. And Shake hit a great shot to win the game. That's really what happened. But we cannot have those lapses. I feel like even in some of our wins earlier this season, there's been games like that. Or games where they came all the way back. I don't know, man. I don't know. That cannot happen in a playoff series. It cannot happen. Let's see, man. David Lopez, what's going on, man? Shake made me proud at the end, but this type of Sixers games are not fun to watch. We already know we'll blow leads and create ways to lose under Brett. Unimpressive team effort again. I agree. And guys, like I mentioned earlier, there is no reason that we should be giving up 43 points in the fourth quarter. Think about that. That's almost 50 points in a quarter. Like, the lack of defensive presence, like, that cannot happen. You cannot look at a fourth quarter, especially the fourth quarter. I understand the first, maybe, getting in the groove, but the fourth quarter, 43 points. I don't know, man. Shannon says Ben has to shoot. There were multiple times tonight where he had the opportunity and did not, which resulted in turnovers. Absolutely agree. And he, like I said, he's driving. He can finesse. He has that shiftiness to him. Why is he like he's even like throwing it behind his head? He's looking for anyone, launching it out of bounds. There was a little bit of lazy play early on from the Sixers, but a lot of it was from Ben Simmons just trying to look for a pass that did not need to happen, man. It did not need to happen. Let's see, man. We can't keep winning in nail biters. Yeah, I mean, it's every single game, bro. King of LA, I'm happy for Shake because I remember your last live. Many bad things were written for him after one bad game. Glad he, Ferk, and Rich stepped up tonight. Josh Richardson was an integral part. Even though he didn't shoot that well, 5 for 15, I saw him more engaged. You know what I mean? It looked like he at least wanted it. Like he went out and played for a spot. I like that. I do like that. Shake Milton, like I said, like he went out and got what was his. Shake Milton shot 6 for 9. I enjoyed watching Shake Milton from that perspective, man. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Are you available Friday night? I'm done talking about Ben shooting. It's been, 5 years now? I'm over it. We just got to deal with what we got. Look, you guys, some of you guys, if you feel that way, I completely understand. I respect it. But at the end of the day, his jump shot does a lot for this team, and I'm not going to give up on it, man. Like the Ben Simmons needs to shoot the ball. Sure, he can be an all-star player, but does he want to be one of maybe the greatest? Does he want to be the greatest in the league? Possibly. Come on, Ben. That was a good game, and don't let the fans distract you. The Spurs are really good and have been doing well, so it's good that Sixers won. Shows they're really good as well as a Spurs fan. I respect. Shout out to you, Nicholas. Respect to you. They were down Aldridge, though. They were down LaMarcus Aldridge, but, I mean, the Spurs are always going to play hard because they play for Greg Popovich. They play for a good coach. He knows what he's doing. It was really the worst coach in the NBA versus the best. Good point. We need Shake and Embiid to lead this team, and Ben Simmons and Tobias. No excuses. Ben needs to put up 18, 8, and 8 every night. Yeah, below 10 points is inexcusable for Ben Simmons, bro. Let's see. Let's go, Birds. HD says, Ben hasn't been going to the rim aggressive as his aggressive self since the bubble. I wonder if he is okay. I was actually starting to think that in the back of my head. I'm like, is Ben he's not like injured or something, right? Like it's not something nagging him, right? I don't know. He just looked out of his game, man. Oh, man, I'm still a little salty about the Embiid thing, but I mean, what can I do? That was a good game, and I can't wait to see how the Sixers do in the playoffs. Shout out to you. Respect. Don't lie, Rudy Gay played like prime KD. Oh, my. I mean, I've always been a Rudy Gay fan. I just like how he came up, and obviously I wanted him to, always go to a team that could win. But it's crazy, man. Like Rudy Gay, what, 24 off the bench? Crazy, man. Like it's always someone. It's always someone that steps up, against the Sixers. Philly versus Dallas in any sport. Yep, always. Why did you guys delete Tierra's comment? Come on, yo. Like, do I really got to go through all the moderators and take away the wrenches? Oh, my God. Who keeps deleting messages? I guess we got to go through this. Let's see. If you guys, if this keeps on happening, and Tierra, if you're in here, I apologize for that, but, I might have to end up taking them away. Killer G, what's going on? Hey, RB, how are you doing, man? How you doing? Maybe Ben's back injury is not perfectly healed. Yeah, I was thinking. A nice picture, by the way. Nice picture. RB, you have crybabies using the wrench. This had to stop. TRB is a nice lady. Look, hey, let me know in the chat who's deleting stuff, man. Let me know. Steven Conrad, my God, what's going on? I can't breathe, man. At least we won and Shake came back like a man. I agree. Stepped up. I enjoyed his presence and the way he handled himself tonight. And even the other night, I'm not mad at him not backing down. I'm not mad at him not backing down from Joe, but I liked how he stepped up and those guys played hard and really just went all out, man. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Bro, a wrench accepted it and you deleted it. Do you know how a wrench works? Come on, y'all. Like we're trying to talk Sixers here, trying to talk Sixers post game. Why are you guys deleting messages? Come on, man. The Spurs are fighting for a playoff spot, so it wasn't going to be an easy win, but they got it done. Yeah, I mean, the Spurs were coming off 2 straight, a nice win against the Grizzlies. I'm just glad, like I said, guys, the biggest takeaway from this is that the Sixers at least won a close game and someone stepped up and hit a big shot. That's really the biggest thing that I was looking for. The Sixers were shooting. Hold up. The Sixers were shooting over 50% at halftime. The Spurs were almost shooting 50%. The Spurs were shooting 50% from behind the arc at halftime. Like, that's crazy. What'd they finish with? 46% from behind the arc, 45 for the Sixers. That's crazy, man. Like, I feel like a lot of guys were hitting tonight. My Lakers got that dub against the Jazz. Trade Ben for Kemba Walker. Oh, no. I'm not trading him to the Celtics. You know what he would do with Brad Stevens? Come on. The D has to be first or we will not be in. Yeah, I mean, we were promised bully ball, right? We were promised bully ball, and really, this team just doesn't play defense as hard as they need to. But when we're on our toes, we can be that dominant team. We can be one of the best defensive teams in the league. Look at our size, our height, our length, our versatility. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Shake, Josh, Ben, Tobias, and Joe. 6 Matisse, Burks, Glenn, Horford, maybe Furkan. That should be lineup. Yeah, that's my lineup, man. That's literally my lineup right there. People should be allowed to speak unless people are being racist. Yeah, they should. And guys, come on, stop deleting comments, or else I'm literally gonna have to take all of them away and start over. And I'm not trying to do that, man. This team mentality is so fragile. A loss feels like a 5-game losing streak, and a close one feels like a moral victory. There's no better way to put that than what Eric R just said. It's crazy. Like, even on a game where we win a close game, it's just like, should we have really been in that situation, man? Let's see. Do you think the Sixers are a championship compatible team? If their talent is maximized, yes. But will it be? I don't know. Like, here's another thing, guys. And I'm not arguing for this, right? But Raul Neto played 21 minutes last game. He played what? 11 tonight? Furkan played a lot more minutes. Matisse played a lot more minutes. Why are things always just so inconsistent? Like, shouldn't we have our rotation kind of solidified by now? Shouldn't we know what we're going to rock with? Like, I get a guy like Al Horford playing well, keep him in. But why are things just so inconsistent? I don't understand. I don't know. Tara B says, it's all good, y'all. I'm just enjoying RB's content. He's a good dude, nothing but respect. Shout out to you. Even though you're a Cowboys fan, I respect you because you can just have a normal conversation. I'm sorry for whoever is deleting your comments. I'm not going to try to I'm going to try to prevent that from now on. Like I said, if you're deleting comments, come on now. Richardson plays better when you don't hamper him by making him a playmaker. Yep. And Richardson honestly was on the ball a lot. Like, I'm expecting Shake to get the majority of the primary ball duties with Tobias, or if you want to run Tobias with the other unit. But I feel like Ben's still on the ball a little bit too much. A coach can make all the difference no matter the roster. Yes, like the way that he preaches his system, how to play D, how to roll off screen, like the intensity. If guys believe and they have that respect, they're going to play hard, as you see with teams like the Spurs, man. RB, he does, bro, but what else can we do to protest Ben's lack of jumper? It would really help this team if he would shoot. I'm not denying that. There's really nothing we can do. There's nothing I can do except continue to preach how much it would make a difference for this team. There's nothing else we can do unless we have a hard-nosed coach that comes into the building and says, Ben Simmons, you can be one of the best guys in this entire damn league. If you do not shoot the ball, we don't care if you miss. That's the thing, Ben. We don't care. If you don't shoot the ball, man, I'm going to have to do something. But Brett is just too soft. He's too nice of a guy. Too nice of a guy, man. It was nice seeing a turnaround with Shake. It seemed like him and Joe talked, but because they were communicating well throughout the game, glad they ironed that out. I absolutely agree. Those are the kinds of things that make teams closer, that make teams tougher. Just because they have a disagreement, I love that. I love that feistiness. You know what I mean? You're not playing well. Get up in his face. Even Shake, the young guy, that showed me a lot. Step up. I understand it doesn't look good, but if you go behind the scenes in the locker room, whatever, Joe, I respect you, man. We got to play better. Get up in his face, man. That's what I like to see. That's the kind of thing that Jimmy Butler would hold guys to, and that's why I miss him. Shake Milton has huge balls. Well put by DJ Eastwood Run It Back podcast. If I could talk to Ben, I'd tell him his athleticism and speed are the first things to go. Without that, you're a 6'10". If you don't, Michael Carter Williams, if you don't have fundamentals or a mid-range jumper. Yep. We handled it, RB. RB got a handle. He apologized. Shout out to the mods in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Always doing your job. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot for being up in here. It's cool, RB. Dallas channels do the same thing. No worries. Yeah. It's all love up in here. Unless you're being disrespectful, racist, whatever, violence. Unless you're doing that, everyone's got their own opinion. That's what this channel is about. We get people from all different kinds of perspectives, and we debate and we talk. The finger roll was nice, but I'd rather much see Simmons take it up strong. I've had the same exact thought. I was like, Simmons should have slammed that. I mean, Simmons got his first points on the break, and really, it was just like he was, I don't know, he was just limited. I said, I'm sorry. If you were the one deleting comments, it's fine, man. But don't time somebody out just for them having a different opinion. You know what I mean? The mods are here to get the disrespectful people, the spammers that are just don't let other people talk. I want up out of here. Bro, there's no reason for J. Rich to be going over a screen 7 foot beyond a 3-point line, letting players just walk into 3-point shots in mid-range. No, there's no reason for him to be going under the screen and letting them have a free 3-point shot. When he goes over the screen, or at least if he's going over a screen, or at least if he goes under and, Joe or Al steps up and stuffs guys. I even heard Serena Winters talking to apparently a quote from the assistant coach during the game. I know you guys heard it too. He was like, yeah, we got to go over screens and we have to stuff the ball handler. Stuff the ball handler. Like, there's no reason that even if we go under a screen or switch, that we're just giving up free mid-range shots. I never understand the defensive scheme on this team. I don't get it. Brett is horrible. We are not winning any chips until he's gone. I mean, sadly, I'm kind of in the same realm as you. Shake Milton went against Brett's play and shot the ball himself. Yeah, he did. And because he was open, I don't even think he expected that. You know what I mean? Let's see. RB is a bit back. He's reacting now. All is good in the RB hood. Shout out to my guy, Murph the Kenzo. Always holding it down, baby. Running back podcast. DeRozan was hitting threes. As soon as he hit the first one, I'm like, sheesh. The DJ told me, man. He told me, bro. DeRozan, what did he hit? He hit 1 3. 1 for 3. By the way, I did see Joel getting to the line again, having to work through multiple defenders. I like his aggressiveness. I like how Joel's getting to the line. Now, there were some times, again, where Joel and Tobias kind of went down in the post and got double teamed. But overall, I will say, and this is also a big takeaway, Joel Embiid was actually passing out of the double teams a little bit more. Not completely. He still needs to work on it. But he was looking for the outlet pass, and that is a big improvement. I saw a few times in which he passed it out. Now, we missed the shots. The subsequent shots, they have to go in. But I liked that he was passing out. Let's see. Matisse, more than 15 minutes played. Sixers are 109-2. Wait, what are we talking about? Like, record-wise? Because Matisse is a rookie, right? So, let me know what you mean by that, bro. Put Ben back at the 1 when Shake is out. Trey Burke greater than Howell Neto. I agree. Joel Embiid and Al Horford has not been bad so far. Yes, but I mean, when we're playing teams who can knock it down a little bit better, it's kind of hard for Al Horford to close out and get out to the perimeter. He's just too slow. I mean, the dude really sometimes looks like he doesn't have any hand-eye coordination anymore. Shake played really well, but I think he has the potential to be the best guard in the league if he shoots off screens more. Yeah. He has a lot of development to do. But J. Rich does have some good defensive plays where he stops him going over, but don't go over the screen from damn near half court. Who does that? I agree with that. As soon as I tweeted J. Rich equals Mark Kelly got his talent back, me talking crap equals good. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. I'll take the win at this point. Yeah, I'll take it. Takeover Gaming says Brett Brown is incapable of using power forwards. That's why Harris is so much better now than before, and Ben is struggling. It's just not a good fit. We got too many forwards on this team. We don't have enough guards that can really make a difference and create their own shot. We just don't have it. I miss Trey Burke. Let's see. Also, adjustments is crucial. Yeah. I still think Brett needs to be a bit better on the adjustments. You know, DeRozan was cooking. I didn't see too much going on, but let's see. Almost a 76 likes. Guys, 90 people up in here. Hit the like button. Let's get it up to 100, man. Let's get up to 100. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Sixers post game. I'm in this for you guys, man. It's literally past midnight, and we're still up in here. 90 people still up in here rocking. I like it, man. Raptors or Bucks, which team should we face if we win the first round? I'd rather go with the Bucks. I would. There were a lot of mistakes, but I saw the improvement on the bench right after last game loss, so I'm fine. Let's see. Embiid and Horford has not been bad so far. I'd be doing a lot better if they low-key flew Mark Jackson in a bubble. Yep. People sub up my channel. Go ahead and sub them up. Philly should bench Horford. He is benched. I don't know why. I mean, I understand why he was in tonight. 32 minutes because there was that excess of production from him. But I will say, though, guys, like in the last couple minutes, the Sixers held on and won. I don't know. We did look a little lost, though, but Shake stepped up, hit a big-time shot, and I'm happy. The realist says these guys aren't hungry enough. Everybody's pockets are already fat. Well, that is a good point. Are these guys giving it their all every night? I feel like Tobias gives his all every night. He's just not consistent enough. And, I mean, I'm not saying he played bad. He played very well the last couple games. But Tobias really is just not a flashy player at all. So you don't see the extraordinaire things. You just see the regular structured game from Tobias Harris. In the playoffs, do you think Brett will dare put Neto on the floor? Glad you asked that question, 1988 Eagles fan. I will tell you guys, I'm getting a bit nervous. Again, Matisse Thybulle played 19 minutes, but he really didn't have the best game, even though I'm still very high on him. I just feel like he wasn't in for long stretches of time, wasn't able to get his feet under him. I'm telling you guys, what did I say? What have I said these weeks leading up? I'm kind of scared about Brett Brown and youth. I'm kind of scared about it. He took Shake Milton off the floor for a while. Matisse Thybulle was off the floor for a while, and Raul Neto was in. I mean, he really, if he plays Raul Neto in the playoffs, people are going to be calling for his job everywhere, literally everywhere. That game got too close. Shake shut the haters up. Yep, I love it. The young kid stepping up. I like it. He's going to have to continue to step up and be a consistent shooter for this team. And Furkan's going to have to do the same. He started off cold, heated up. But we're going to need more shooting overall. We're going to need a lot more production. Healthy, aggressive Joel is a top 5 player. I truly believe that. Yeah, so do I. I mean, there's really no one that can stop him outside of a few, you know? When we beat Boston in 5, Al on the Sixers will be a genius move. You think he's going to go off against the Celtics? I think Brad Stevens may have everything drawn up for how to neutralize Al, to be honest. But Sixers are 17-3 when Matisse plays 20 or more minutes. He should be playing more. I'll leave it at that, man. I mean, he should. I want Matisse playing 22 to 25 minutes a game, to be honest. I mean, usually he comes in and makes a defensive impact right away. He's got to be on the first substitution, man. Joel Embiid is an animal. I agree. These guys really play like these games don't matter. They're clearly taking it easy and barely breaking a sweat. Yep. I've seen that before as well. I miss Redick, though. I absolutely miss JJ. Games like this make me want to trade Ben and build around Embiid. Next year, we should keep our men and go straight to the finals. Without a decent coach, forget it. Yeah. I mean, this team has championship talent on it. It's just about getting the most out of it, man. And it's really back and forth, you know? How are the Sixers so tall and cannot get any boards? I wish I could answer, Brokey. I wish I could answer. There's no reason we should be getting out-rebounded. I'll tell you why. It's all in here. It's all in heart. It's all in hustle. You got to hustle, man. I mean, I'm seeing Joel Embiid try to fight 3 guys for a rebound, and Al Horford's just standing outside the paint. It can't happen. Can't happen. Ben Simmons had 2 rebounds tonight. 2 rebounds for Ben Simmons. It's just not – he didn't want it tonight. Furky was looking good. He's getting better. Yeah, he started to heat up, and that's what Furk can do. That's what Furk can do. You guys notice? How did Furk start hitting his shots? Well, they started hitting them with the catch and shoot. I saw one play where he tried to dribble, and it just did not work out. I saw Raul Neto try to dribble, got plucked. But yeah, we got to get our guys open off ball movement, man. It's important. We can't get in these little, slumps where we just don't do anything with the ball. Brett reminds me of Jay Gruden's opposite. I feel like Alec Burks should do good more last game before this win. He seems locked in from 3 to everyone else. He looks locked in, and like I said, that shot was clean from the corner. Look, here's honestly, guys, like I've been trying to think about this. What I will come to a conclusion is that Brett Brown just hates Alec Burks. Like that's really all I can think of. The dude's a seasoned vet, can knock down shots. That's why we went out and traded for him. Can actually be our backup guard. I just think Brett hates him. I don't know. There's no other valuable reason because the guy came in last game and hit 3 shots, 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Came in tonight, hit his first 3. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. One thing I will say is that this Sixers team some guys are on the floor sometimes, but they just don't want it. They don't go and get it. They just stand and wait for it to come to them, and that kind of hurts, man. What's up, RB? What's up with Neto? He got to go. Everyone else was okay, and Shake redeemed himself. Scott Lawrence, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. I got the same questions as you, man. Why the heck is Raul Neto still playing? I mean, I thought when he came in before halftime, it was like a little, garbage minute time. Raul Neto has to somehow, some way get his minutes. But then he comes in a third and a fourth, and he's getting valuable, crucial minutes, and I just don't get it, man. I wish Horford's contract was used on JJ and Brogdon instead. Imagine the kind of team we'd play, man. How far do you think the Pacers can go when Sabonis returns? I mean, we'll see, man. The Pacers, they play hard. They play hard for a good coach, so. Let's see. Alec Burks needs more minutes. He's a good scorer and is not a terrible defender. He needs more minutes. Until he starts playing bad, I don't get why Alec Burks isn't in the game more. I don't get it. I'm still not impressed from that kid, Yeen. We have a lot of work to do, Brody. I feel you, bro. And I'm never content, and I'll always look at the positives and the negatives. If we would have blown this team out in the fourth quarter and won by 20-something points, I would say all right. But the fact that it was able to get down that stretch like it did, and for the Spurs to even take the lead. We still got to keep that in mind. But a win is a win. Ben and a second round for Dame, I wish. Sheesh. Ethan, all right, RB, I'm exiting the stream. Have a good night, dude. Appreciate you being up in here, man. Do you think Mark Jackson could be a fit for Philly? Do you have any suggestions for a new head coach? A lot of people have been asking me about this. I will end up making a video if and when Brett gets fired. But let me tell you, Mark Jackson will be at the top of my list. Hard-nosed, understands the game. We need a guy like Mark Jackson who has that knowledge and experience. I'm telling you, man. RB's a legend. I mean, 2 live streams for 1 hour. What a legend. I'm trying, man. I'm out here grinding for you guys. It's 12:20 a.m. on the East Coast. Shout out to all 80 people that are still up in here. We'll probably be on here for a good, 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. Not much else to talk about. We kind of covered everything, but I'm trying to answer some of your guys' questions. So, yeah. I'm scared of Brett Brown and common sense. How long is a piece of string? Oh, man. The sayings that Brett says, he'll say everything and say nothing. You know what I mean? He'll speak a Bible verse and say nothing. Like there was a quote before the game. I put it on Twitter. Here, I'm going to find the tweet for you guys. I'm going to find a tweet. Like this man literally said a huge sentence and said nothing. Let's see. Here it is, guys. From the mouth of Brett Brown. Ready? Sixers Brett Brown on Ben Simmons not shooting a 3 since the first scrimmage. Quote, I feel like his head is in a good place to shoot it. It didn't produce statistically that opinion that last game where he was hesitant on a play, but I don't see it as trepidation or lack of confidence. In other words, Ben Simmons can shoot the 3-pointer, but did not shoot it last game. That is what Brett Brown said with that saying. I just don't understand why the dude has to talk so big and say nothing. I don't get it. Let's see. Not so much Al on offense as he's not against Joe on defense. Jakob didn't foul Embiid. Yeah, I know all the people are saying that, but at the end of the day, are you really going to look at that? I mean, there was a bunch of bad calls in this game. Philly needs to get rid of Horford and Tobias. Their production is not worth the money. And, of course, Brett has got to go. Sixers Heat, first round, 6 games, Sixers 4-2. Celtics, 5 games, 4-1. Win conference finals. Loss against the Bucks and championship is Bucks Clips. And the Clips get a ring that they deserve. Finley was going on. Josh Richardson should not be on his team. The team looks so much better when Matisse and Furk are in the lineup. Jay Rich can contribute, and he's gotten better from both sides of the floor. I just feel like guys regress in the system, man. Guys just regress. Shout out to the boys 2138. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Means a lot. What up, RB? Love these Sixers post-game streams. Is this something you'll be doing more? Go Sixers. Hey, all 80 of you guys, right, that are up in here right now, hit the like button and then comment right down below. Do you guys want me to continue doing post-game live streams? I put out a poll for this one today, and the overarching vote was to do a post-game live stream. Even though it was late, even though it's a Monday night, I'm down to do these, guys. I'm down to do these for you guys. And I'm always down to come on here and react with you guys and talk, especially during the playoffs and everything. It'll be awesome, man. But the boys 2138, appreciate the super chat, man. Means a lot. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. And I appreciate you being up in here. Let's see. I hate when Philly plays my Hornets because no one can guard Joel. Shout out to you. Respect. Sorry that you have to be a Hornets fan. No offense. Man, the Hornets, they're another story. Yes, sir. 87 likes. Let's get to 100. Hey, we better be close to 100. We might as well, right? Let's see. Shout out to my guy, Sean McQuestion, with the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. You guys, you never have to. It's never expected, but very much appreciated for the grind, man. Thanks for the entertainment, RB. I respect your grind for real, and you might be more obsessed with the Sixers than I am. Maybe. Hey, at the end of the day, we all love the Sixers, man. We're all crazy Philly sports fans, and that's what makes us us. That is what makes us us. I love coming on here and just interacting with people like you and the rest of the people up in the chat. I mean, guys, I don't know where you guys live, but it's 12:30 in the morning, and we got 80 people up in here talking Sixers basketball. That is the real beauty, man. Like, I'm going to lose some sleep, and I'm going to come up on here and talk some Sixers. Absolutely love it, man. Shout out to you, and I appreciate your support, as always, my guy. It means a lot. Let's see. You guys are going crazy with these comments, man. Love it. Tierra B says, thanks for Trey Burke, by the way, too soon. Hey, at this point, you might have to get her up on out here. Now I'm kidding, but don't mess with me like that, Tierra. Come on. Stop it. 1988 Eagles fan. When Glenn Robinson and Mike Scott come back, do you think they'll be part of the rotation and complicate matters with the minutes? Look, man, Glenn Robinson III has to be in my playoff rotation. He has to be in it. Mike Scott just doesn't seem like he can play basketball anymore, to be honest. But GR3 has to get valuable minutes for me. He's going to hustle. He's going to go and get those hustle stats, and that's what I need, man. Sixers need to sign an energy guy to motivate the team. I wish we could, man. It's bad coaching, period. Yep. Smokeless YouTube, what's going on, man? Shake saved Brett Brown's job. Shout out to him. Who are you rooting to get the West 8 seed? I mean, I'm not really rooting, but if I had to pick, I would hopefully say the Blazers, because I like watching them play. About to take it down. Everyone have a good night. Shout out to Murph the Kenzo, man. Appreciate you being up in here. Bergang AZ, do you think the Sixers are a contender for the finals? If we're coached right, if our talent is used right, absolutely. But, with what I've been seeing, I don't know. What do you think GR3's role will be when he gets back? I mean, what do I think it'll be? I hope he's incorporated. I hope he's healthy. But what I think it should be is at least 15 minutes a night, man. Hit a couple shots, get some rebounds, play some defense, versatile defender. He's got to be up in my lineup, man. It's starting to get repetitive with the saga of Neto and Brett Brown. I'll take Mo Cheeks right about now. And then what happened to the paradigm shift of Ben Simmons? The paradigm shift of Ben Simmons, once quoted by Mr. Brett Brown himself, man. Oh, man. It seems like Simmons is only effective when he's running 100 miles per hour. Yeah, on the break. And that is why Simmons needs to shoot the ball. You need to buy steady play, plus he's the perfect complement to Embiid. Yes, he is, if he has space. If we face Miami, we could easily get swept. Yeah, but at the same time, those young guys, playoffs are a little bit different, man. Playoffs are a little bit different. I would take Miami. I see Tobias at least trying to step it up. As you said, he's not the most flashy, but he gets it done. Glaze on a team, and he's a good leader. Yes, he has been a vocal leader, and I do appreciate that from Tobias. You know what's crazy? The other day when Shake and Joe were going at each other's necks, Tobias was the one to actually break it up. I didn't see a coach in sight. They give me mixed feelings. Joe was hustling tonight, though, and Shake definitely redeemed himself, but I'm not convinced just yet. And I feel you. I agree. We got to take this game by game, but if they come out next game against the Wizards and it's a nail biter, I don't know what to think, man. Finley says, sub, good night, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you being up in here. Ben needs to be more of a vocal leader. I would love it, man. He's got to step up and show that aggression. I love the post-game live streams. Post-game live, yes. Keep doing the thing, RB. Streams are great. Keep them coming. Yes, on Mondays and Tuesdays, live streams work for me. When I work, I can only watch an hour. I appreciate it. G. Martin, Pop Clamp Simmons. Sub RB, do you think Neto can play on a Delaware Blue Coats? I would honestly take my local LA Fitness partner over Raul Neto. Honestly, like, if Neto was taller, maybe he could be something, but it's just crazy. I was getting valuable minutes for the Sixers. I don't get it. Have you noticed the Sixers haven't lost at home? Hey, the home court advantage. There we go, right? Imagine that. What we're now 30-2 at home. I'm not even going to continue the home record thing, but we're 30-2 now at home, which is crazy. Imagine that. Imagine if we just win the home games and lose the road. That'd be funny. Do the Sixers need to make the finals to save Brown's job? I mean, if they were and the way they played was dominant, it might save his job. I just don't see it. I don't know. Who's your favorite Philadelphia professional sports player of all time? I'd probably have to go with AI, but another guy who I really liked growing up was Chase Utley from the Phillies. But I'll go AI. Do you think an easy schedule helps the Sixers? I mean, I thought it would, but every game here's a nail biter back and forth. So, I don't know. How far do we have to go to Sixers to keep Brett Brown? I think we have to go to the finals and really, play above our talent level for him to potentially keep his job. He was here for the process. He's the process coach. He should have never been here at this point, but here we are. And because we went to a nail biter in 7 games last year, he retained his job. But realistically, we shouldn't have gone 7 games. Toronto fired the coach of the year, and then they won the championship. So Elton's got to have the balls to do it. Will he? Who knows? Miami is tough. They are. They definitely are. I'm not going to deny that. But so is Boston. So is Toronto. So a lot of them are tough. We're going to have a tough first-round matchup. I won't trade Harris for nothing of the Sixers. I live in Texas. I love all Philadelphia franchise. Also got your back, RB. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Do you think Brian Brokoff will ever come back? Not for the Sixers. No doubt. No way. No way. I don't think Brian Brokoff will maybe even be in a league next year, to be honest. Unless like a bum team picks him up. But yeah, guys, we got the Washington Wizards up next, who have lost like 2 or 3 in a row. I mean, they absolutely stink. Bradley Beal is out. A couple of their other guys are out. The Wizards just absolutely stink. The Pacers took care of them today. So we remain in the 6th seed, down by a game. But overall, the Sixers got to come out. I want to see them come out and just handle business against the Wizards on Wednesday. I think the game is at 4 o'clock. I'll probably be on the pregame stream around 2:30, and we'll be on the postgame stream after the game. Maybe, get a little bit more people up in here if they're not sleeping or whatever. I know it's late tonight, but I really do appreciate all you guys that have been up in here, man. And yeah, we got to handle business next game. If we get out to a big lead, just keep the lead. There's no star players on the Wizards. Ben's got to come back and really just got to go hard. So does Joel. So does Tobias. This whole team, we got to handle business on Wednesday. It cannot be a nail biter. And so help me if we lose on Wednesday. So help me if we lose. At least you don't cough up a 7-point lead with 45 seconds to go. That was crazy. That was crazy. You know who's a good coach for Simmons is Andre Miller. That's a good point. I'm telling you, look, guys, I've continuously said this. Every good player, every star at one point has had their talent, but has had that guy, whether it's a trainer, a friend, a coach, whatever, who has kicked them to get up to their potential, gets them out of their comfort zone. Some of these guys have come in the league that don't have a jump shot. They don't do this. They don't do that. But within years, they're doing it. They're working on it. And Ben continuously works on it. He's worked on his shot. It looks a lot better. I just don't get where the confidence thing is at, because when he shoots, he makes it. So I don't get it. But he needs like that hard trainer or that hard-nosed coach. He needs that guy to just come in and rip him to, you know what, like Larry Brown would do if he was the Sixers coach right now. If you had to go back knowing what you would right now, would you pick Ingram over Simmons? That 2-man game with Joel and Ingram would be ludicrous. I would still pick Ben Simmons because of everything else that he can do. He just turned 24. The guy can literally do everything on a court and has a jump shot, but just won't shoot. And just needs his mentality right. And those are things you can fix easily. So I would still go with Ben. Thoughts on this new bubble format? For what it is, I'm not mad at it. At least the guys are safe. At least we can, take it game by game. Baseball, honestly, still seems to be going down the drain. NFL, I mean, Doug Peterson was tested positive. I don't know how that's going to work, but hockey and basketball have done their things, and I specifically like basketball and just the feeling to it. At least it feels like a real game, in my opinion. At least as close to what it can be, These games are nail biters against bum teams. That's what's frustrating. They give up a crazy lead. I just hope they're still brushing the rust off. Yeah, I feel you. Because when the playoffs come, I'm telling you, like these good teams, maybe it's because the Sixers play up or down to their competition, but I don't know. You get out to a big lead like that, you cannot blow it. I was surprised that the Pacers even beat us. Brett has no basketball IQ. I would agree with that. He has no offensive scheme, no identity, nothing. Let's see. By the way, in the fourth quarter there, when we were down and we trapped the Spurs at half court, which I liked. It was like the first time I saw us do that. And then we couldn't even pick up the ball. And we got lucky to get it back. But Ingram's is a great player, but Simmons is better all-around player. I agree with that. I agree. Let's see. So does Elton Brand doesn't want to hurt Brett Brown's feelings by firing him? I mean, at this point, I don't see why. I don't see why he wouldn't get him up on out of here. He's seen this whole year as a collective, and the Sixers have underperformed. Like, we're sneaking out wins against ninth seeds. The Sixers are really just not what they had been talked about in the beginning of the season. So, I mean, Brett is not the worst coach in the world, but at the end of the day, you got to get the most out of your players, and he just does not do that on a consistent basis. And that's why he needs to go. He's not going to elevate us to be a championship team. It just is what it is. I'm here hoping the Sixers have enough to get out of the first round. And it's sad that we're thinking like that because at the beginning of the season, all it was championship expectations. Sixers, finals. Mavs facing the Clippers in the first round. That's rough. I think you guys could use a 3-and-D guy like Anunoby. Also, I'm a Raptors fan and appreciate joining in. Shout out to you. Appreciate your perspective and your just your take on everything and coming in here. The Raptors are a tough team, and I don't want to play them in the playoffs. And I agree with you. I think the Sixers need a 3-and-D guy like a Buddy Hield. But with that being said, fellas, thank you for everyone that tuned in. Almost an hour and a half strong. 70 people still up in here rocking strong. We got the win. A win's a win, but at the end of the day, we should not have blown that lead. And the Sixers, there are still a lot of things that we have to improve on and do better. Ben Simmons must be much better. I liked how Joel Embiid stepped up and Tobias and even Al Horford. And I'm happy for Shake that he gets back on his stuff. He rebounds this game and goes and hits the game-winning shot. If you're just tuned in now and you weren't tuned in earlier, my biggest takeaway from this game is that the Sixers won a close game down at the end of the game. And Shake Milton hit the game-winning shot. And maybe Shake can be that guy to be our closer per se. Who knows? But I always wanted to see who would be that guy for the Sixers to step up and hit that big shot. And tonight it was Shake Milton in his first opportunity. So I was happy to see that. What was Brett doing as Pop's assistant coach for 7 years? He seems dumbfounded at times. He really does. By Sheer Randall, what's going on? I really think my Mavs are going for Aaron Gordon in the offseason. They might. RB, when are the channel memberships coming? Hey, working on stuff. This week, I'm finally cleared up. Hey, hopefully by the end of this week, channel memberships will be available on the channel, guys. We're going to have probably 4 different tiers. You can help support the channel. You can get custom things. I'm offering a whole bunch because for you guys supporting me, I want to give back to you guys. And I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. We're going to have a good boatload of channel memberships up in the chat, especially with all the live streams that we are doing. I appreciate the support, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. They'll get it together. I'm going to head out. Appreciate you being up in here. And remember, we trust in Neto. Iverson for head coach. Imagine that. I wouldn't mind it. Loved your vid after the Pacers game. I don't like Brett at all. I believe Brett should be forcing Ben to shoot. Do you feel like Brett's a friend before a coach? Brandon, appreciate you, man. 100%. 100%. He is too nice. He's a soft guy. He's a nice, cuddly teddy bear. If I was the coach, I would absolutely force Ben to shoot because everything hinges on Ben Simmons. This team being successful, Ben Simmons elevating to become a top player in the league. If it was up to me, I would sit him until he shoots. At least just take the shot. But that doesn't happen. Brett's too nice of a guy. So I absolutely agree with you, man. Brett really out here thinking in Neto we trust. Honestly. Thanks, RB, for having me. Keep up the great content. I enjoy it, even though you're Philly. I appreciate the rivals, man. We debate, we talk, and appreciate you coming up in here. Hopefully we'll see your Mavericks in the finals, right? That'd be crazy. Yeah, Brett is. Oh, Brandon Ingram. That's who he's talking about. Can we still trade Neto today? Now we can't do anything until the end of the season. Yeah, we can't do anything. We're just stuck. We had a chance to sign some guys. We signed Brokoff. He doesn't even come to the bubble. I wanted Jamal Crawford, but that didn't happen. You think Brett Brown, which I think he's bad, but Terry Stotts is way worse. I mean, I don't think Terry Stotts is a terrible coach. I don't think he's a terrible coach. I just think the Blazers need that last piece, man. Interesting, Sixers are 17th in three-point opponent percentage and 17th in offensive rating, but 7th in defensive rating as of now. Interesting. Terry Stotts is way worse. But, hey, with that being said, fellas, hold up. I think if Neto goes, Brett goes. Yeah, like DJ Eastwood says, exiled to Brett Brown Island. Like, there must be some reason Brett, like, I don't know if they have a love affair. I don't know if they have a personal relationship, friends of the family, something. There's some reason Brett is still playing Howell Neto. I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Brett's a joke. The amount of fourth quarter leads he's blown is sad. I never complain about a win, but it's enough. I agree. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't even feel so overjoyed about a win because it's like, it's really how it happened. But yeah, man, it's getting sickening. I can't get over Brett having Neto in for 22 minutes beat over and over by the Pacers when we have Thibault and Burks who was lighting it up. I mean, it's crazy how people like us on a live stream understand that. We have simple basketball knowledge. And this man doesn't. Like, does he just get lapsed during games? I don't know. Alec Burks gets less time than Howell. He still does. And he's gone 4 for 5 in the last game. Does not make sense at all. But with that being said, fellas, an hour and a half strong. Appreciate all 60 that are still up in here. On the way out, hit the like button for me. Help spread this out to other great Philadelphia and other great sports fans. And yeah, we'll probably be back with a vid tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we'll be here for the pregame live stream, the game, and the post-game live stream after the fact. Shout out to everyone that came through. I appreciate you guys a lot, and I appreciate all your takes, your insight, all of it. That's why we're going to continue to keep doing this and grinding. And I appreciate all you guys, for real. Shake Milton, GOAT. Do you miss Covington doing well with the Rockets? I miss him from the defensive side of the ball, not offense. Man, get some rest, RB. Sleep is important. Yeah, we're about to go ahead and do that, man. If Jimmy Butler tells you why the Sixers can't win, that should definitely tell Elton something. Exactly. And everything he said came to fruition. There's a reason Burks averaged 16 a game for the Warriors. Duke can play. Yeah, shot 40%. Shot 40%. Crazy. Neto literally airballed a mid-range and got posterized, by the way, and won. But with that being said, fellas, Sixers get the win 132-130 on a Monday night. They sneak one out. Shake Milton, big game-winning shot. Sixers now 40-27 and will play their next game, third game in the bubble against the Wizards on Wednesday at 4:00 p.m. I'll see all you guys there. Appreciate you for tuning in. I go by RB. Philly take with RB, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.